Right, mate. Another thing worth remembering is that whilst you're part of a team, you really need to outperform your teammate. That means out-qualifying and out-racing him. Try to keep an eye on his performance in relation to yours. When you look across at your teammate, you'll be able to see how you compare. If you're beating your teammate by the mid-season review, you're halfway to becoming the team's #1 driver. As #1, you'll get upgrades before your teammate. You'll also be able to define the team's upgrade path, which means getting a car that's more suited to your driving style.
Okay, welcome to Malaysia. Okay, start off with my first lap in Q1. Or at least my first flying lap. Braking around the 100 mark, trying to get to the apex, but a lot of understeer kicking in, probably because I drove through a wet patch. Hugging the apex in the second corner, very important. Tried not to get too much wheel spin on the exit. Seemed pretty decent. Now up the tiny hill. Brake a bit earlier than 100 because the hairpin is pretty tight. Get on the apex and launch the car again. Now fast left and right hander. Try not to get too much understeer. Maybe hugging the curb a bit, but as you can see, there's a lot of understeer in 4th gear for me currently, so I guess we'll have to live a bit. Cutting the apex a little bit and going wide in the second one threw us off a bit. But it seems everything is fine. Going very deep into the hairpin. Very aggressive angle. Again for this corner here. Now again, very fast part. In dry you can sometimes do it flat out. Now one of the trickiest corners on the circuit here. Be careful not to brake too hard. Taking a souvenir with me. Now braking a bit earlier than 100 again. Trying to be close to the apex and launching it again. Keeping the minimum speed high and...
Awesome! You've moved up to pole position. You're currently on pole.
That gave us pole position. The fastest time in Q1. Well, I guess we'll see how Q1 progresses. So I went out again on Inters a bit later on, tried to improve my time, it didn't really work. As you can see, Petrov is right here with us in wet. I tried the Inters because I thought it could get dry enough, but no, Inters weren't the best idea. As you can see, we dropped down to P6, some people said quicker times, but P6 is still Q2, so I'm happy, and I'll see you in Q2.
We're through the next session.
Even closer, I got pushed down to 9th. Oh wait, no, it wasn't that close. I think 16th? Okay, Q2 is pretty much dry, so I'll guess we just drive out and try our best. So I tried my best in Q2 for a few laps. First one, 16th isn't really enough for Q3. 13 is pretty good, but I still need a few more places to get into Q3. So, trying again.
You seem to be losing a lot of time in sector 2.
Didn't improve the place, but did improve the time. And for the last try.
12th place. That puts you in 12th.
Got another place, but isn't it really enough for Q3. So drive over the line. With as little fuel as we possibly still have left in tank.
12th place on the grid tomorrow.
And we got 12th, which isn't that bad to be honest. 12th is pretty decent. Not in the top 10, but I guess I'm pretty close to that. So let's see what we can do. Maybe get some points on the board. On the grid for the race.
Intermediate tyres are your best bet in the current conditions.
Seems we'll start the race on the Inters. Oh well, let's see what happens. Well then, let's start
Get the
our
car
race
off the jacks and start the engine. Let's get the car on the track.
for the third round of the F1 2010 season in Sepang.
So last race we finished in mid-table. Not bad, but not brilliant. I'm sure we'll do better here.
Yeah, let's try to do better. Barely can see the lights behind Pedro, but lights go out and we start having a decent start at the first, but third and fourth gear seem to be a bit too much wheel spin. Kobayashi just pulls out a clean ahead of us. In the first turn we have the inside, can cleanly pass him back and leave a gap for Suit Hill, who just thought, oh, well, that's my space now. In the end, gaining one place, Liuzzi's right next to me. Very close. Oh, he's doing some scary stuff. Okay. Diving into the braking zone.
The last thing we need is for you to damage the car.
But Liuzzi just hangs around the outside and just cleanly does this. Now into the next part. Pretty heavy understeer from the lack of downforce, as you can see. Just getting washed out wide, and Kobayashi's right up our inside now. We leave him the space, but we actually could keep the place easily because we have the outside. Now, trying to get Liuzzi, who got a bit stuck behind Rosberg, diving down the inside on the hairpin, and now we are right behind Rosberg. Still needs to leave him the space though, and I guess he just has better traction again. Tries to go to the fence for the inside and actually doesn't. We go a bit wide on the grass, which costs us another place. Kobayashi just pulls out around the outside of us and has even a look around to try to get Liuzzi. Okay, going wide again and losing another place to Alguersuari and Senna. Senna has a pretty good start, being here in P14. Trying to see what we can do, going on around the outside maybe, yep. Trying to keep the minimum speed up, but Senna just keeps the inside and gets pretty decent traction again. Try to see what we can do, try to get out of the stream behind them so I can actually see the breaking point. Launching it around the outside. Trying to keep it clean. But couldn't overtake him. Senna just keeps the spot. He pretty well defended there, I have to say. Even if we get this second. Now he defends it again a bit earlier, I would say. So we just launched around the outside and use what Liuzzi did on us, replicate what Liuzzi did on us. And now we are right behind Alguersuari. Well, not right behind him, but Alguersuari is our next target on the road. Seems to be a bit slow for these two corners, and I got them done pretty nicely. So maybe you can do something into the hairpin. He goes very, very defensive on the inside, and we just launch around the outside, even getting to the apex, no problem. It was actually a lot easier done than I thought. But going wide again on this corner, which didn't cost us as much time in this time around. Trying not to go over the curb on the quick corner around here. But yeah, for the next few laps nothing really happened. The next lap I should say. Then I got a bit too ambitious into turn 1. Which gave Alguersuari an opportunity. As you can see, full-on drift through the first corner. Gave Alguersuari an opportunity. We tried to keep him close to the apex, but he just does us, he just has more speed. Having a look down the inside of the hairpin, but no, it seems pretty impossible. So I guess we have to try to do that work on Alguersuari again. Trying to be close to the apex and keep the minimum speed up again. But as we try to get Story,
Webber's out in front.
he just pulls away, so nothing really happens. And Sutil, meanwhile, goes up to us. And we have a gearing problem, it seemed like, which threw me out of the corner here. Gave Sutil a good run, and he just goes cleanly outside.
You've been dumped down to 15. Push
Try
on for
to
position.
go down the inside again, but can't do it. Oh, it's close, but the last corner kind of robbed us. And Sutil is way up the road already, just got off the full traction. But he isn't too fast into turn 1, it seemed like. So actually catching quite a lot here. And again traction only was away again. And I thought it was time. Okay, what's happening now?
Hamilton's in first place.
Oh, as I drove around lap 8, I see a few people in the pits. I was wondering why they're already pitting. So I'm not sure if they're on slicks now, or what the deal is. I would assume they're on slicks now because the track looks pretty okay. But there's still a lot of spray coming off the tires, so I'm actually not sure. So I set the tires to prime because I thought that they would be fine next time I pit. But we are in P9 now, which is quite lofty. Tires starting to wear. Button right behind us now. Leaving the space, but doesn't seem to overtake. Doesn't seem to be able to do overtake now. He has looked down the inside of the next hairpin.
Our data is showing that the engine's at optimal temperature. The performance is there if you need it.
Engine is still fine. Now around this corner, let's see. Seems Button has prime zone. Okay, so it's pretty much crossover time then, I guess. So next time, next one, Vettel also on prime. No, Vettel is an
Lost
options.
position. Keep on his tail, try to take it back.
If you look in the pit now, you can see a lot of people there.
Massa's the race leader. Slow for the line and put the limiter on. Brakes on for the box.
Okay, now this will be interesting to see where we re-emerge now. There's a lot of people pit. Oh, there's actually Force India double stacking and a Toro Rosso getting held up, or two even.
Hold it, not
We're
yet.
getting held up. Come on.
That's a perfect stop.
Actually, it's two places now because we got held up quite a lot. 11 seconds is pretty chunky. We're now actually in 23rd place to do all that. Well, that kind of stinks. I don't know what happened in the pit stops. We should have been 2 places up at least. But I guess it would be too close to an unsafe release. So yeah, let's see. Let's see what we can do
Take this
from here.
guy. Come on. Hulkenberg has just entered the pit lane. Hulkenberg in the pits.
Actually, 4 more people need to stop right there, so well, that's 3 places for me now. Primes felt decent, so I guess it's all fine. P19. Maybe more people need to stop, so let's try to catch the ones in front of me in the meantime. As you can see, Sector 1, 5/10, getting better and better. Prime's definitely the right tire now. You sometimes need to stay on the right line though, because the wet line can throw you off pretty easily. You can see the dry line, nearly no spray, but as soon as we get too far off the dry line, it's a bit wet. But now, a few laps later, nothing really happened. Truly is catching up to us now. Can start pit straight. He tries to go down the inside. We block that one. With our one move. He goes down the outside. We try to keep in the inside. He hangs around the outside, trying to launch it, and he done us. But we have a bit better traction than him. The gearing seems to be a problem though. Every time I shift up, I lose quite a bit of speed. Having a look down the hairpin again, and Truly is ahead of us. It's a shame. Okay, let's try to get him back. See what we are able to do. Wasn't perfect, but was okay. Now it was a bit wide, but it seems pretty good, since Truly seems very slow through here. Now having a look, do we go down the inside? He kinda stays in the middle, we go down the outside and beat him to the apex even. And just get the place back easily. Okay. P19. Next straight is coming up though. Truly's right behind us again. Oh, going very wide again over the curb. Yep, Truly seems to have a bit more exit speed. Close the outside by staying in the middle of the track pretty much, going a bit to the right. Misjudge our bike, might probably concentrate too much on Truly, but Hulkenberg actually helps us out here because I think he attacked Truly, so they both get a slower exit. So we can P19 for now. Trying to keep both in, they're fighting like crazy behind me now. Looking back, got up at P20 now. Let's see, a few laps later, Hulkenberg still P20. Shandog nowhere to be seen.
You need to let the car behind you past. He's not racing you for position.
Lap 23 is the first lap where the leader, Massa, is lapping us. So Massa is actually leading the race. And let's see, who's second? Need to let the second by past soon, but trying to not too much time while doing that. Weber is second. Interesting. And as it goes, if one of the leaders comes through, the others are usually not that far behind. Button goes next, and the guy behind Button immediately goes after him. And I think that will be pretty much the rest of our race. Vettel is in P4. Remember at the start of the race he was around our time, at least after he pit one. For options, it seems like his strategy worked decently.
Blue flag conditions. Let the car immediately behind through. You're not racing him.
Yep. Next one is Alonso. And our race slowly winds to an end. Alonso actually has an interesting problem to turn one. Made a little mistake, nearly got our place back. Letting the next guy dive our inside. Petrov is P6. And now going on to the back straight. Should I call back straight? I think it's back straight. Felipe Massa wins the race. He's the winner of the 2010 Malaysian GP. And we come home, slowly but surely, in P19. P19 from a start of P12 isn't really that desirable, but I think what mostly got us off was the one pit stop where we lost like a whole front wing change of time.
We're at the wrong end of the field, but at least we managed to complete the race. Well done.
Yeah, as our engineer said, at least we managed to complete the race. This is the order: Vettel, Alonso, Petrov, Schumacher, Rosberg, Hamilton, Kubica, Kobayashi, Liuzzi, Alguersuari, Buemi, Kovalainen, Sutil, Barrichello, Chandok, me, De La Rosa, Senna, Di Grassi, Trulli and Hülkenberg.